Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I do my nails using polygel and dual forms. I do all of these without using a drill, so it should be very beginner friendly. And I just wanted to say that I am not a professional nail tech or anything, so this is how I just like to do my nails at home. And if you like videos like this, I have a lot more videos planned on me doing my nails, different designs, using different products. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just get started with this video. Alright, so this is what my nails look like. They are quite uneven, and this one actually broke. And because they're a little uneven, I'm going to file them and round them out just a little bit. Alright, so when I do my polygel, I like leaving a little bit of a ledge on my fingernail, kind of like this nail. I don't like it like this one over here that's broken. I just like doing it this way because I feel like it's a little bit easier for me to apply the polygel. But again, I'm not a professional, so this may not be the proper way to do it. This is what they look like after filing. They're not perfect, but they will work for application. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to prep the nails. To prep the nails, we're going to get a soft file. This one is 100 and 180 grit. We're going to use the softer side, and we're going to file the surface of our nail. This is to ensure that the polygel sticks on longer. And when you're filing the surface of your nail, you want to be really gentle with it. I'm putting almost no pressure on my nail. You don't want to damage your natural nail bed in the process of filing. Also, make sure you just get near the cuticle because this is where lifting issues happen. I also want to say, if you have some cuticles, make sure to remove them and scrape them off. My nails don't have too much cuticles, so I just skipped that step, but if you need to remove it, make sure you do so. Alright, so now that my nail beds are all roughed up and all the shine is removed, I'm going to take a little bit of the acetone, put it on a cotton pad, and wipe down my nails. This is to remove all of the dust and to dehydrate the nails. And to further dehydrate the nails, I'm going to add a little bit of a dehydrator. Just apply a little bit to your nail bed. You don't need to put a lot of the dehydrator on. Once your nails are all prepped, you're going to want to size the dual forms. As you can see here, this one does not fit my thumb very well, and if you have that same issue, you can simply take your nail file and file around the edges just to make sure that it fits your cuticle perfectly. You're just going to want to keep filing and checking with your nails until you get it to the shape that you want. Alright, so as you can see here, the edges of the dual form fits my cuticles perfectly. After you picked out all your dual form, you're going to want to apply a base coat to all of your nails. Once your base coat is all applied, you're going to want to cure it. I have a UV lamp here and I cured it for about 120 seconds. After your nails are all cured, you're going to take a brush. This is the brush that I'm using. And you're going to dip the brush into some rubbing alcohol. I'd like to take the polygel and put it directly in my form, but you can use the other side of the brush to apply it if you want. So we're going to take the brush with some rubbing alcohol on it and push the polygel around. Polygel is really easy to work with, and as long as you have your brush dipped in a little bit of alcohol, the polygel should not be sticking to it. So just push the polygel around until you get the shape you want. Just make sure the cuticle is thinner than the rest of the nail, and that the polygel goes from one edge of the dual form to the other. You don't want any missing spots. So if you can see here, this is what it's starting to look like. As you can see that the polygel is all the way from one edge to the next. Now that it's done, we can apply it to our nail. I'm just going to put it at the cuticle first and then slowly place it onto my nail. Make sure there's no air bubbles. So if the form is positioned how you like it, you're going to want to cure it. And after curing the polygel, you can pop the dual form right off. There's a lot of little imperfections on the nail, but we can fix that when we file the nail. So I'm just going to work on my other nails right now. So for this next nail, I'm going to want to apply some glitter on it. This is the glitter I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to take a brush and apply the glitter directly onto the polygel on the dual form. Another way you can do this is pour the polygel out first and mix the glitter in, and then push the polygel onto your dual form. But I just did it this way because I was a little bit lazy to do that. But once you have the glitter in, you're just going to do the same thing as you did before and push the polygel around to the nail shape that you want. And once we're done, we're going to apply it, again starting at the cuticle and pushing down, making sure there's no air bubbles. And if a lot of polygel squeezes out, you can flip your nail back and smooth out the underside of your nail. So this is what the nail looks like after it's been cured and the form has been taken off. It's quite uneven, but a little filing will help fix it up. Now I'm just going to finish the rest of my nails and finish off my last 3 fingers. So just one tip on if you're doing your nails by yourself at home and you have trouble working on your dominant hand, one tip I have is to work on your dominant hand first. That's because if you have all of your nail extensions on your non-dominant hand, it was going to make it a little harder. So if you just do your work on your dominant hand first, you could then use your dominant hand to work on your other hand easier. I don't know if this makes sense, but just in general, do your work on your dominant hand first. Now that the polygel has been applied to all of my fingers, we can start the filing process. As you can see, the nails are very uneven and rigid, and you can also see the little glitters on those fingers right there. Because this is polygel, filing it should be easier than if you needed to file a hard gel. So what I'm using is a coarse nail file, and we're just going to take that and file at the nails. You're just going to want to file it to whatever shape you want. I went for a more coffin shape for my nails. If you plan on applying a polish on top of these nails, make sure you also rough up the surface. Because we used a dual form, the surface of the nails is very smooth and sometimes the polish won't stick. If you can see here, this nail had some spillage from the cuticle. So if you also have that, go ahead and just file it away with your file. This is my nails after the filing. Their shape is looking so much better than what they started with. So if you don't have a nail drill, you can absolutely file your polygel by hand. It just takes a little bit longer, but absolutely doable. The next step is to apply a gel polish to the nails. I'm going to be applying it to all the nails without the glitter. So when working with a gel polish, you're going to want to apply very thin layers. The reason for this is if it's too thick, it might not cure all the way through and you might have some wrinkles in the polish, so it's better to apply thin coats. I ended up applying 2 layers of polish on my nails before it got to an opaque color. Now I'm going to draw some clouds on my nails. I'm just going to take the end of my brush and dip it in some gel polish and simply just draw the clouds. The cool thing about clouds is that they're not perfect, so you can just have fun with it. And the gel polish doesn't dry unless you cure it, so you can also just take your time painting on the clouds. One thing though, just like the blue polish, you're not going to want to make it too thick because it won't cure in the lamp. So try to paint as thinly as you can. One nail done, and I'm going to do my next one and come right back. Alright, so I also got my other hand up to speed, and now I'm ready to decorate with some rhinestones. And I plan on putting the rhinestones only on the blue nails. To secure the rhinestones, I'm going to be using the polygel that I used to build the nails. So I'm just going to grab it with the back end of my brush and apply it to where I plan on putting the rhinestones on my nails. Okay, so once all of the polygel is where you want it to be, we're going to take our top coat and apply it over the polygel before we cure it. This will make sure that the rhinestones are very securely in place. So now I'm just going to apply the rhinestones onto my nails. After you have the rhinestones exactly where you want them to be, you can stick your hands in the nail lamp and cure them. I ended up applying the rhinestones around my cuticles, and this is what they ended up looking like. The final step is to apply a top coat, so I'm just going to apply it to my last 2 fingers. Alright, so after curing the top coat on, I applied some cuticle oil, and this is what the nails ended up looking like. I'm going to show you what these nails look like outside in natural lighting. But thank you guys for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!